Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I keep trying to say that way too quickly, and I really shouldn't. Welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And today we have Mother Undercover. This is it's not National Geographic. It's an ABC News. That's what it is. Yes, it's an ABC News kind of docu-series, a little bit of an anthology kind of situation, but it's real. It's not a series of a collection of random stories. No, set to a certain theme. No, this is true stories of mothers of children who have seen all sorts of trauma, and well, they take it upon themselves to get justice, and in some cases, retrieve their children from some pretty bad situations. I only watched the first episode, and this involves somebody from Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from, and it's not, I'm not exactly from that neighborhood or from Philadelphia, but I'm from Pennsylvania, so I could hear the accent. I can hear the Philadelphia in the voices, so it has a little bit of a connection to a meaning to me. It has a little bit more local meaning to me. So in this first episode, we get to know Lisa Espinosa. She is a mother who woke up one day to find that her son, who had been out at a club with some friends, was shot to death. And I don't know if this is going to get demonetized for me even saying that, but he was taken from this world, and it pretty messed up her life, and it's as with any mother, really with any parent or family member, it nearly broke her, but it also gave her a new resolve to find out who did it. And she didn't want vengeance. She didn't want him to suffer, and of course, when you're dealing with North Philadelphia and certain areas around there, and a criminal element that often takes up a good amount of space in that area, there's a bit of a code in which you do not snitch. If somebody does something to somebody else, you don't say anything to the police at all. Do not. Otherwise, you're going to get somebody coming after you. It's not great, but it's understandably so when it comes to the code of that area. She's not bound by any such code. She is a mother who is grieving and was just hell-bent on resolving this issue. And she made a point in this, is that whoever did this, and there were people there all around him when her son went down, who saw it happen and probably have a pretty good description of who he is, and some might have even known who he was. She still was under the impression that if justice of the streets would have come back around and taken care of this guy, which many times nobody really knows if that ever happens at all, it means another mother is without her son. She didn't want that. So she decides to literally go undercover. It's kind of in a sense of what this title is all about. She goes to the streets, does stakeouts, sort of sits in her car in certain areas, drives through some really dangerous parts of the city, and talks to RJ, her son's friends, acquaintances. And nobody will give a straight answer or a name or anything else, even if they knew it, which I believe. I think somebody would have probably said something, at least anonymously, a tip, if they had known. And she gets further and further in her quest, and she's also pushing the detectives that are kind of handling the case. Understand that more than half of the murders that take place in Philadelphia are never solved. And that's the case with a lot of cities with gun violence crime situation in any part of the world, any part of the country, I should say. While such things aren't unique to any other part of the world, it is incredibly pervasive in America, more than any place else in the United States. So, that is just Lisa's story. Lisa, I already forgot her name. Espinosa. Lisa Espinosa. And you're rooting for her the whole time. And if you have kids and this would be anybody's nightmare. It doesn't matter if they're little or they're all grown up like RJ was. You want justice. And there's a lot of other parents in that community who had lost family members, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, and they were fed up. Again, usually in neighborhoods that are underrepresented, they tend to just never get solved because of all the obstacles in the way that prevent them from being solved, and it doesn't really get that kind of attention. So bringing it to the media, bringing it to the community, well, does Lisa get her justice? Well, you have to watch the episode. And it's kind of you can kind of guess. Otherwise, I think they wouldn't make these episodes. You really want this person to get caught. Despite all the danger that Lisa goes through, she definitely puts herself in danger. She gets threats from people who know she's getting too close. It sounds like a TV movie. It sounds like Liam Neeson's, making a threat that, if you hurt my daughter, I'm going to come after you. I have a certain set of skills. Yeah, you figure that's what, maybe that's what she's trying to do. No, these are real, regular people. There's no trained assassins that are looking for vengeance for stealing their daughter. But in other episodes, there is situations that involve kidnappings. I don't want to sound too excited about that, but while Mom versus Killer is definitely a harrowing tale, we have Mom versus Kidnapper, where her husband or ex-husband steals, the father of her son, let's just say. I haven't watched the episode, so I don't know. The father of her son steals her kid. Takes him 7,000 miles away. What is she going to do to get him back? Then there's Mom versus Corruption. She discovers that, she has to face off with a corrupt judge, who is, covert mission from Mom Frida exposes a corrupt judge to get custody of her children. That's on a whole nother level when you're dealing with the law who is doing something unlawful. So, and then the very last one is Mom versus Cult, where, well, guess what? Too many people lose family and friends to cults. People are looking for purpose and meaning, and sometimes they find it, sometimes they do not, and they still can't get away one way or the other. And in this case, that's what the fourth episode is about. Each of these episodes run about, 51? This first one is 51, 48, 52, 54. They run almost an hour, and there's only 4 of them in this season from 2023, one season. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, and it is pretty compelling, and I'm going to guess that it all works out, but not without a lot of trial, not without a lot of stress and danger for those moms who are just mama bears. Tiger moms, the kind of moms who will do anything to get their children back, and in the event that they can't, find justice for the life that was lost. So, yeah, definitely check this out if this is your thing. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I don't want to sound like, oh, hey, this is fun, because it's no matter what, it's a tragic and often scary story at the start, especially when it comes to Lisa's situation. But she is, even after... I almost gave away the end. But no, okay, they do find the guy. But how they find him, well, you have to watch to find out. But even after the killer is found, she continues her work to help other mothers, other families find justice for their family members who they've lost through gun violence in the streets of Philadelphia. No wonder Will Smith got out. He was on the west side, though. Oh, crap. This reset to 0, and I'm gonna... Where are you? There you are. I have to reload this because I plugged it in and it decides to just get rid of everything I set up. Okay. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. If you don't know, this is randomly selected. 58 is the number. Didn't we just... We're not even a few days into this, and did we get a duplicate number? How is that possible? Oh no. I knew it was 58, that it was already selected, because I've selected this episode for our Halloween time. There's a bunch of episodes I'm putting together for the week of Halloween. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but 58 has already been selected, as you can see there. That's why that number seemed familiar. It's not a mistake. I took it out prematurely. So we're going to have to pick another number. These are randomly selected. These numbers, 41. It doesn't know what's on my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet has 125 different items. And 41... Oh, okay. And we have to understand that there are more documentaries and docuseries and reality shows and live concert behind-the-scenes things. All those things are all in one category, and there are more of those remaining in my list, as it's always been. No matter how many we go through, there's always more of these than anything else, any of the three categories combined: movies, shorts, and series. So we're going to deal with it. We're going to be going through a lot of documentaries over the next few months as we finish out everything on Disney+. So, number 41 is Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. From one tragedy to the next. Terrifying. Gosh, this is like 20 years ago? Yeah, 2005? Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. Yes, is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.